All right, everybody, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR. Today I'm at the Mason U-Pull and Save in Mason, Michigan, and I thought that maybe we would go over some different engines and look at what I look for in the yard when I'm pulling the engine. Like, what is exactly a great donor, and what do I mean by if it spins it wins? So first up, I've got this little gem here. It's actually like almost in the exact spot Jewel was. This is a half-ton. I believe it's just a regular old garden variety LM7. It's got 706 heads on it. It's an 04. The glove box is long gone. I would not take this engine though. It's way too incomplete. It's missing the AC compressor. It's missing the whole power steering pump alternator bracket. The intake's off of it. The harness is cut. The PCM is gone. They cut the fuse box out of it. Lord knows why. This I would definitely leave. I don't care if it spins. There's nothing about it that's enticing. It's rusty, so it's not an L33. I can see that right now. There's nothing about this that would make me want to take it, whether it spins or not, because there's just a bunch more out here in the yard. So let's go walk around and find something that I would take. All right, here is a prime example of something that I would definitely take regardless. It's a 2003, so it's going to be a Gen 3. That's okay, I don't care. It was in an offset frontal impact. This is like the best possible impact for an engine because you know it didn't damage the crank. It didn't even get into the frame. Actually, this is probably a truck that, well, I don't know, it busted the ball joint and stuff. This is a truck that maybe could have been fixed if somebody wanted to. But most importantly, you have an LQ4 in here. A drive-by-wire LQ4. Somebody took the injectors out of it. God knows why. People do weird shit though. The PCM is in it. It looks like the harness is mostly intact. I would throw a breaker bar on it and check, but I totally would expect this thing to spin. I would expect it to win, and I would take it. Absolutely. This is probably the #1 winner of the day out here. Also, it's Hydro Boost, if you care about that. We got a straight piped hot rod out there. Yeah, this is probably the winner of the day, but we'll take a look at a few more as I roam around. My sister-in-law is looking for Jeep Liberty parts right now, but I would definitely avoid the first one. I would definitely take this one. I'm gonna walk over here real quick because I see 8 lugs in a van. This is probably a transmission that I would take. Well, somebody took it. Oh, it's a newer dash. That had to have been a 04. This was an LQ4 4L80. Vans are a good way to go too, but this thing right here 100% ran all the way to the scene of the crash. All right, here's another one. It's a little incomplete. It's a 2000, so it's going to be drive-by-wire. It's not going to be one of the aluminum blocks or anything. It's pretty old, and somebody hacked the harness out of it, so I would be leaving this one here for sure. So here's one that I would have taken incomplete or not, harness hacked or not. This is an 8 lug, so it would have been an LY6 or a I forget the other one, the L92. Just the heads alone are worth 800 bucks. I would have taken it just for the monetary value. I wouldn't have been concerned about the harness being hacked or anything else. That stuff will nickel and dime you to death. And for a common LM7, you know, that matters. But for something more rare and more high dollar, you may be willing to see your way past it. I certainly would. So this would have definitely been a taker. All right, so this one here, throttle body's missing, coils are missing, alternator's missing, power steering pump is missing. They hacked the PCM out of it, and it's a 4.8. There's nothing wrong with a 4.8. I would totally run one. I just would not run this one. No injectors, no rails. They cut the crossover. This is one that's going to nickel and dime you to death unless you already have one of these engines or two of these engines sitting around. This one's not a keeper, whether it spins or not.